Hello PCP, JJ, welcome. You know the drill, and we're gonna get right into it today because this game was such a delight. I just want to get right into it. What is the game? I would love to tell you, but I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's wise, ease, is. I don't know, but even though at the beginning it had a little parenthetical thing that helped explain how to pronounce it, I don't know what the name of this game is. The subtitle of it is The Vanished Omens, so we're going to call it that for the rest of this review. Now, The Vanished Omens starts strong. It starts with a beautiful naked woman. You can't go wrong. She has a crystal ball in front of her... Getting in front of myself, aren't I? She has a crystal ball in front of her bare bosom, so you don't see anything but imagination. Trust me, I got it in spades. Moving on. This game is a fairly standard action-adventure overhead Zelda-type game, but there are some really nice twists. Not twists, just nice ingredients here and there that made it feel like a robust experience. First of all, the dialogue is sufficiently kooky. They go for very, very phony, baloney old English, and it's a joy to read with their excess of doths and doeth and goeth and all that nonsense. They lay it on thick. It's a paste they've applied with their language in this game. The graphics are good, but nothing to really write home about. They serve their purpose. There's a little bit of goofiness here and there. You go to the bar and it seems like the only patrons are Wham! Rest in peace, George Michael. The missions that you get from the various villagers are standard fare. Collect this object, visit this dungeon, go up this mountain, the usual stuff. But that doesn't mean it's lousy, it just means it's in the early generations of RPG action-adventure games. The combat system is what really caught me off guard in this game, and the reason it caught me off guard is that there's no button for attack. To attack, you just walk into an enemy, and if you walk in at the right angle, you'll have a higher probability of hitting them, and if you walk in at the wrong angle, they'll have a higher probability of hitting you. It's not an exact science, but it feels really fluid and organic. As you attack enemies, you will level up. Standard issue, boilerplate stuff, no surprises there. The leveling up feels fair, if a little stretched, but I think it was stretched as were most games back in the day because they were trying to give you a longer gameplay experience but didn't have the space to create vast and complicated worlds that we do now on those DVDs and Blu-rays and whatever you kids are using today. The game is by no means perfect. The combat is quite interesting, but the grinding required to level up is nothing short of excessive, and the enemy difficulty level seems to occur on very specific tiers. So when you're level 1, it will be a challenge to beat enemies designed for level 1, and level 2 enemies will destroy you. When you get to level 2, you'll have a fair shot at beating level 2 enemies, but level 3 will obliterate you. When you're level 3, level 2 enemies become easy, level 3 are possible, level 4 will kill you. So it doesn't feel very organic leveling up and finding the next enemy. It's just whatever is right above your level will absolutely steamroll you, and whatever is at your level will be beaten pretty easily. I imagine that there are future iterations of this game and that the combat was ironed out, and I would love to play them, but first, I actually want to play this game to completion. This is a first in this review series I'm doing. Most of the games I've played, it's been enough to, jump in, noodle around, and get some idea of what the programmers were going for, but this is the first one where the adventure feels so big and so open and so inviting that I just want to dive in. So, am I excited? Yes. Is this what I started this project for? Yes. Am I happy to slog through mediocre games and low-budget cash grabs to get to something like this? Absolutely yes. And I'm doing this so you don't have to. If you're wondering what you should do in terms of retro gaming, my advice would be to give I don't know what it's called. I wish I could recommend it to you by name. Give it a shot. Give it a fair shake. It's a very fun 8-bit action-adventure game. Can't recommend it enough. Thank you again for watching, and I will be back at you tomorrow with another video, the contents of which will be disclosed tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. You're always a day away.